Hi everyone, and welcome to this edition of the Raspberry Pi data logger for your automobile. Today, I'm going to show you my setup for what should be logging data in your car. So I got this OBD port cable, which runs all the way down here. You can't really see it, but it runs down below your steering wheel, below your dash, your driver's side dash, and there's an OBD cable here plugged in here. Your OBD port is here. And then you have an Ethernet cable, which I'll explain later, that connects to your computer. My power bank, which is right here, is what's supplying my power to here, and an SD card in the back. I use a 16 gigabyte SD card. The main issue, I think, getting started was downloading the software. I failed to acknowledge that it needed to be, the SD card needed to be formatted, and in order to do that, I had to download a software called SD Formatter, 4.0 version, I believe. It's free, so you can download it on your PC, and I believe it's good for Mac too, but I'm not sure. But I have a PC, that's why. For those of you that are PC viewers, users. And I guess the second problem is that I believe that I'm pretty confident that the Raspberry Pi is set up accordingly, up to spec. However, I've been hearing from others that have been doing this and have this experience that this does not work. This setup does not work for older model vehicles, such as older than the model years of 2007 or 2006 or older. It does not work, but it's recommended for the 2007 model vehicle or higher. And I'm not sure exactly the reasoning behind it, but that's what was found to occur. This happens to be an older model vehicle, which is a 2005 year model. However, it has OBD 2 port in it. For some reason, it will just not collect data, or it just won't recognize the code. So I could demonstrate that here as well, but I'm going to also demonstrate something different here. So I have found a way to be able to display this on a remote desktop as such. So we're going to go to my laptop here. We'll switch screens like that. So first thing you want to do is be able to have a LAN connection through the Ethernet cord going from the Pi here to this port there on the laptop. Next, you want to download VNC Viewer, which is, I already have it here, but you want to download it for your version of your computer. It could be for Mac, could be for Linux, could be for Windows, but whatever, it works on any of them. But you want to get the free version, because it will work on the free version. The next thing you want to download is, let me blow this up a little bit. You want to download this it's called Putty, P-U-T-T-Y. This is going to be very essential in setting up the laptop, so we're going to click on that. Also, I forgot to mention, I'm going to pull up VNC Viewer as well, because I need to get something very important. Okay. Alright, so anyway, So another thing you want to do is before you do this, after you download PuTTY, you want to plug up your Raspberry Pi onto a monitor with an HDMI cord or some other monitor that you might use or whatnot. And you want to type in ifconfig in the command window, and it will pull up the IP address on Raspbian. Once you find that, mine was already on VNC Viewer since I've already used it before. But I'm going to put the IP address in here from the Pi. And I'm not going to change anything on here because it looks like it's an SSH. Everything's looking pretty good. So we're going to open here. Now notice notice it puts up a login screen. So you want to log in as Pi. And it's going to take a while because it's a LAN connection. And it's wanting a password. That is the password to your Pi. So we're going to type in that password. And you already assigned it, I guess, when you're setting it up. Alright. So it tells you all that stuff. Programs included. So now we're on the Pi. Now the first thing you're going to do is, I already typed it out. Let's see if I can find it here real quick. I would type this out, but I just can't remember exactly how to type it. Alright, so you want that. And that will install the VNC server. And you're going to enter sudo apt get install. And then, I'm sorry, I think I can type in this one now. Then you're going to say tight VNC server. Enter, and it's going to put in your server here. Now notice that obd pi :2. That's going to be very important in establishing your connection. So :2, you're going to remember that. We're going to go back to VNC Viewer. And we are going to put a 2 right here because that's going to be very important in establishing this connection. And you press enter and continue because it's an unencrypted connection. Notice it also asks for your password. The same password you typed into the PuTTY. And voila. Let me zoom out here. That is exactly what it looks like. You can do all kinds of coding here. You can go on the internet, you can type a bunch of stuff here. And let's see. Last thing I'm going to say is when I'm running this, let me zoom this in again. I click, so I got the power on, right? Let me make sure I got the power on. Yeah. So you click this, and then it recognizes it, and then I do this, sudo su, and then it's asking me what, and then I try to log. And there's nothing found. It'll just keep going and keep going until it finds something, but it's not going to find anything because for some reason it just does not recognize the code, or the OBD port for some reason isn't established for some reason. So I'm just going to end this. Going to end that program, and that's basically all to it. Sorry that I haven't got a working logger for this car, but I'm pretty sure that my theory is correct in that this would work on a newer model car, because also, if you notice, I don't even have a port up here, or a screen up here. That was also suggested in the instructions, to have a head port here, kind of like for USB or Bluetooth purposes, and kind of like your navigation systems, like right here. But I don't have that because this is an older model vehicle. Well, that's all I have to it, and thank you for watching, and have a good one.